March 2009 at approximately 10 p.m., homophobia and bigotry would literally land on my front door. A 21-year-old Damien Serrano would launch his attack with two simple words: fucking faggot. Words would not be his only weapon that night. After a barrage of anti-gay insults, it was followed up with a clenched fist knocking me unconscious. I came to with a hand in my face, fearing it was my attacker, but it was my neighbor helping me up. My front teeth were smashed in, and blood was pouring out. It was only later that I realized how much worse things could have gotten if my neighbor was not there at that exact moment. It took 3 long weeks for the police to finally apprehend Damien, who lived only 3 blocks away from me, and only after significant pressure on the police and help from another neighbor. It would take almost a year to see what one could call justice. Despite the facts in the case, the state chose not to file this as an anti-gay hate crime. The filing attorney told me he could have just as easily called me fat, as if that's not an insult, and that it was just words used to insult me in the heat of the moment. At the sentencing hearing, Damien's homophobia would rear its head again, this time claiming it was all my fault, and that all the charges should be dropped. Why? Well, he was scared and threatened by me. He had witness after witness try and testify that he was a good boy, he wasn't homophobic, and I was the big, bad, scary fag. Thankfully, the judge didn't buy it and sentenced him to 32 months in prison. It would take a year and a half and over 20 dental visits to fully restore my smile, something that I foolishly thought that I would finally be able to close the horrible chapter with my new teeth. But even they are a daily reminder of what happened to me. If we want to see change, we must stand up to bigotry and homophobia and anti-gay attacks. We must hold our leadership accountable. Schools should not be allowed to look the other way as children and young adults are bullied and then claim ignorance when tragedy strikes. It is up to all of us to work towards equality and freedom from vicious attacks that collectively hurt the spirit of the entire LGBT community.